Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, several situations to address, several cases to discuss. We will go from Madrid to Liverpool, England in general, something on Man United, and so let's jump into it. We are, guys, as always, to discuss about transfers, as always, to discuss together about all the latest around Europe. And let me start from Madrid. I want to start from Madrid and from Brazil, because today we get a very important message coming from Rodrigo Goes, coming from one of the best wingers in the world, with many rumors over the summer transfer window. We spent basically June and July having many stories on Rodrigo. Someone said that Liverpool were in talks, someone said that Arsenal were in talks. The reality is that Arsenal were informed of Rodrigo but never started a concrete negotiation. The reality is that Liverpool never opened any kind of talks for Rodrigo in the summer. The only club trying for Rodrigo was Manchester City, but that was not even a negotiation with Real Madrid, because they never accepted to let Savinho go, and so Rodrigo was an option only if Savinho was gonna join Tottenham. So Man City were really interested in Savinho. Pep Guardiola is really interested in Rodrigo. Pep Guardiola is a big fan of the player, but never became an official negotiation with an official bid or something like that. But Rodrigo, in the last 24 hours, made an important interview with Diario AS in Spain, with Thomas Roncero, the journalist, and told him something very important. On the personal point of view, Rodrigo shared this human experience of what he experienced in the recent months at the end of the last season. Not now, because now Rodrigo is in the best conditions possible, very confident and ready to make an impact. But at the end of last season, he was suffering, he said. He was talking to anyone. He was very silent in a difficult personal and private moment. So it was a complicated end of the season for Rodrigo. And then he said also about his future. As long as Real Madrid want, I will stay here. So Rodrigo loves Real Madrid. Rodrigo told Xabi Alonso in a very clear way that he's ready to play everywhere, wherever he wants, no problem at all. It's not about playing on the left, on the right. Rodrigo is ready to help Real Madrid, and this message in private but also in public is very important. Rodrigo is showing Real Madrid that he wants to stay at the club, he wants to fight for his place, he wants to be an important part of the Real Madrid project. And so now Rodrigo is fixed his destination. I'm sure that the interest in Rodrigo will remain also for 2026, also for next summer. The top clubs will return to ask about Rodrigo, that's for sure. But Rodrigo sent a clear message now in a very, very strong way. If Real Madrid want, I can stay here. So he only wants to stay at Real Madrid. It depends on Real Madrid, and at the moment, again, they are continuing together. Also, I expect, again, top clubs to return in 2026, because, you know, guys, maybe after one more season, maybe after a World Cup, the situation might change, and so clubs can try again to sign Rodrigo, who has always been in the list of top clubs. But at the moment, again, the message from Rodrigo is very clear. Talking about the players who will be out of contract in 2026, well, we will have some battles. I'm receiving many questions on the situation of Marc Guéhi at Crystal Palace. Marc Guéhi has been very clear on his position, very professional, super respectful for Crystal Palace. Despite what happened on deadline day, deal done with Liverpool, player having his medical, waiting for a green light to sign the contract, and then deal collapsed because of Igor not going to Crystal Palace. Well, after that crazy deadline day story, Marc Guéhi shows once again how professional and serious he is. Very professional. Palace are doing fantastic this season, and Guéhi is a big part of this. A proper captain, a top leader. So Marc Guéhi has been very important in this beginning of the season and never create any sort of problem. So a big part of the Crystal Palace project and a big part of this season. But at the end of the season, Marc Guéhi will leave on a free transfer. That's very clear. This decision is not going to change. And so it's obvious to have many clubs. I'm receiving questions on Bayern, on Barcelona, on Real Madrid. I can tell you, there are several top clubs. I told you immediately after the end of the transfer window, Liverpool will be there, because Liverpool will be there for Marc Guéhi. Liverpool are one of the clubs in conversations to sign the player on a free for summer 2026, but it's not only Liverpool, it's several clubs being involved in this race. I told you already at the beginning of September, and that's the case. There is interest from Bayern for sure, there is interest from Spanish top clubs, there is interest from English top clubs as well, not only Liverpool. Italian top clubs also calling for Marc Guéhi and ready to offer important salaries. So there is going to be a crazy battle. I think now it's still early to say there is this club or the other club. There will be plenty of clubs. I think it's going to be more than 5-6 clubs interested in Marc Guéhi. It's a big opportunity. And so get ready for a big battle. It's going to be also a financial battle. It's going to be about the project, of course, but also a financial battle to try to reach an agreement with Marghehi on the salary and on the signing fee. And so let's follow that situation. But for sure, several clubs will be there. Several clubs will be there also for Upamecano. Several clubs will be interested in the player because, as I told you in a recent video, Bayern almost agreed the new contract for Upamecano at the end of March, beginning of April. Then there were some details to fix. They didn't fix those details at that time, and so sometimes when you go slow, can happen that other clubs enter the race. And now several clubs are calling for Dayot Upamecano. Several clubs around Europe, from France, from Spain, from England, several clubs calling to understand the situation of the player and ready to offer not just an important salary, but also an important signing fee. And for Bayern, that is going to be the crucial point. Reach an agreement on the salary and also see how to compete with these clubs on the signing fee. So there is a negotiation ongoing to try to extend the contract of Upamecano. Vincent Kompany is very happy with the player. Bayern want to keep Upamecano, but they still need to reach an agreement on some of those details that basically were not agreed at the beginning of April and made the deal go slower and not agreed yet fully at this stage. So they will continue negotiating. Bayern will talk again with the agents of Upamecano. I can give you also this update in the next weeks to try to have to make formal steps and to continue in negotiations to reach an agreement. So Bayern are going to push, but there are also more clubs involved, and so the Upamecano story is going to be another one to follow. Manchester United at the same time keep working on the future after signing Orozco, this Colombian midfielder turning 18 in 2026 and joining Manchester United in the summer from Fortaleza. Manchester United also had on a trial this Mohamed Dabo, 17-year-old Senegal talent. Manchester United had him on a trial. Very happy with the talent of this player. Manchester United are working on the formal steps now to see if it's going to be possible to complete all the formal steps of this deal. They're very happy about Dabo as a talent. He could be the next addition to the Manchester United squad. Again, there are some formal steps needed in order to get the green light and be able to proceed with this signing, but it's showing how Manchester United are going also in this direction. You remember 1 year ago they signed Kone. So Manchester United are working, okay, on the big names for the first team, but also young talents for present and future is part of the strategy, is what Manchester United want to do. They did that also with Leon, who is now with the first team. Manchester United want to involve talents as part of their squad for present and future opportunities. Dabo is one of them, working on the formal steps, while Orozco deal is done. Orozco deal is here we go, and now working also on Dabo as a possibility based on what happens with this formal step. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Rodrigo to Marghehi, Upamecano, stay at Bayern or try a new chance. Marghehi, which club should go for him? Rodrigo, your feeling on his decision on the future, and then Man United strategy with the young talents. Guys, let me know your opinion here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.